Hi guys and welcome to another episode of Toxic Magyar 501, episode casting Age of Empires 2, the greatest game ever made. We have an arena game today and it is with about 800 ELO players. So on this channel we are not only going to be streaming people who are very good at this game, we are also going to be encouraging people who are learning. We all started at the beginning. We started with not knowing all of the basics and fundamentals, and then we develop ourselves and our skills as time goes on. So we're going to be very encouraging here, and although, again, our channel is super toxic, we are going to be kind and constructive and building, uplifting, positive, mainly. Obviously, we're going to discuss and just have some light humor in relation to probably when we start to lure these great beasts that I am sure will end in at least a villager dying between the two civilizations. But for now, let us enjoy. So we'll talk about the civilizations, right? So the Franks, fantastic cavalry civilization. Their bonuses and perks are designed to improve that. They do have in the castle upgrades to increase the speed of production. They have the bloodlines. Isn't bloodlines, but a bloodline-like technology for free. They also have the one of the units, the throwing axemen from the castle. Now, they're a pretty good unit. You don't see that often, right? Because building castles and producing high amounts of those units for the pro players, it's not really something you see a lot of. And they can be countered with your knights, archers, and things. So you don't see them a lot, but at a lower relo, and this could just be a very casual, very fun game, and you might see some very interesting plays. And I think we are in for a little treat here. Yes, here we go. So we do have a Borlaw. Here we go. Here we go. One. Two. Will he be saved? Nope, nope. Nice. Well done, sir. Well done. That is fantastic. In fact, I am sure that even high profile player, in fact, I've seen it. Even they sometimes lose a villager. So, yeah. So, what's his Regidor 86, mate? Awesome, awesome, Borlaw. So, yeah, okay. So normally you want to build a lumber camp as close to the wood as possible because you want to maximize the amount of time you are building. Okay? So I understand that people who play Age of Empires sometimes they're just playing for fun, right? There's no toxicity, there's no rush. You just want to get behind these arena walls and build your economy, have a late battle. I mean, you can spend 30-40 minutes building economy for 1 minute of battle, right? Arena is just a really chilled, no stress sort of game for the first 15-20 minutes. Okay? After that, you have all kinds of issues, and some of them even lifelong. I know my brother, I have a few brothers. One of them has uninstalled and completely removed Age of Empires because he works very hard, allegedly, and he cannot deal with the stress of being raided after minute 10. So he doesn't play anymore. And then my other brother, he is arguably one of the most toxic players in the gaming community, not just Age of Empires. Obviously, it's all in jest and good fun, but he has PTSD from this game, and again, we don't play it much as a family due to the too much pressure. So yeah, I've decided to look at doing some of this casting. I recently did a push-up challenge, and there's probably too many, and I've actually hurt my wrist. So playing at the moment is very difficult. My wrist fatigues very quickly, and my already not excellent elo is even less than what it should be, simply because I can't do the tasks that I need to do. So my job now is to cast for people, for any elo, and talk about the game, the civs, just provide some entertainment and some content, right? So again, guys, what are we're still in the Dark Age, we're taking gold. And we're taking gold as a goth player. And we're building. Okay, I mean, I don't hate houses, right? You need houses, otherwise you get housed, and that is probably losing your villager to a boar. It's better to do that than to be housed, right? Because it's just that there just makes people crazy. Like being housed, man. Like until it happens to you every 5 villages, you just need to even just get a single player game and start playing and just not build houses until you get housed. And it is just flippin' frustrating. Nobody likes it. And this here is going to sort of help that. Now, when you're playing arena games, these walls are your safety. Okay? If you don't have... once these are breached, your economy is going to get lit up like a Christmas tree. Okay? These houses, when you want to do them, you want to build them almost as a secondary line of defense. So you don't need to put them right up against the wall, but across the tree line or a little bit more, just to create a sort of barrier. So you're forcing your opponent away from your economy into a sort of a funnel or a tunnel that you can then bash with your army. Okay. Now we are both going to the feudal age, which is fantastic. I do like on the new arena maps these, like, I don't know what you would call them, but they never used to have these sneaky bits on the sides, right? So they've gone walls all the way to the back now, and then you've got this little leg, if you like. Now, does it promote sneaking? I mean, in this sort of game, we might have time for sneaking, and that would be awesome, because there is nothing more exciting in this great game than sneaking into someone's base and they don't notice. That is a disgusting act that we fully want to see. Is this toxic? I don't think so. I think that, on the receiving end of it, you're going to be cussing, you're going to be typing some profanities into the chat in the game, and sending it across the interweb, all kinds of foul things to your opponent when you discover that he's eaten your TC with an onager and you didn't even know, right? But this is the game we play, and the excitement of not knowing what this game is going to provide to us. So we've got a stable going down. We had a blacksmith, and we're just going to move it. Again, guys, all of these buildings, you really want to be pushing them sort of out here for two reasons. Obviously, I discussed it with the wall, but also this is your prime real estate for farms. Okay, safe farms, where your TC can protect them. When you start building like this, it's okay to build 1 or 2 you can build around. When you're building your wall here, now you've got to go out here for farms or over here. Like, you're not safe anymore. And you want to be safe. You want to be safe. Oh, quick wall. I mean, unlikely, but it would be fun. So, we do have a transition from Regidor straight to the Castle Age. And, guys, we discussed last episode. Where is the market? Get us a market, get this balanced, and let's go. We really want to see, you know, what do we want to see? I mean, guys, let's talk a little bit more about the strategies. Okay, of these two civs. So Goths have an unhealthy spam. Like people love the Goths. It's a mixed civ, right? You get cheap infantry. Your Huskarls are arrow and archer resistant, but and they do have a reasonably high attack. You don't see them on too many maps because they don't get stone walls. So you just you're sort of restricted to palisade walls, and on arena, obviously, because you get stone walls as a starter, they are a bit more popular. Now, even still, they're not a particularly good civilization. They lack a lot of extra technologies and bonuses that other civs get, and they're really powerful late game because they can just have a cheap spam. The units produce almost instantly. So that is the power of the Goths. It is the overwhelming. You also get an extra 10 pop. So you just overwhelm the enemy late game. Okay, so that's what we could be going for. Just a sit back, chill out, boom, like a badass, and then come out with your 100 Huskarls, maybe some Rams, and just batter down these gates and butcher everyone inside. I don't want to reference Acre from the Crusades, but you know, I think it's fair enough because both sides did the same thing to each other, right? So once you get inside the walls, everybody dies. Goodbye, sir. So we really want to prevent that from happening. And the Frank player, now we can go Paladins. I love Paladins. Some people would argue Paladins are not worth it in 1v1s. Now, when you are basically an infantry civilization and 50 Paladins rock up on your door, it is good night, sir. They will eat castles, they will eat TCs, they will eat mills, they will eat farms, they will eat you. And that is something that you, obviously being the Franks player, is gonna rely on a heavy mass of Paladins. Now, obviously I have no idea. I haven't watched this game before. For all I know, we could see a forward castle here, with some siege towers and some throwing axemen hopping over these walls. I mean, we can only hope, because that sort of thing is extremely exciting. And, you know, when we get into the bit more action, you know, we want to be a little bit more hyped up. Not so much of the hype casting in terms of squealing and screaming, but, I mean, who knows? We see a siege tower, it's going to get wild up in here. That is an extremely, extremely exciting event as a player who uses a siege tower in Arena. I hate Arena. I think it is a trash map. It's boring. And because I do not like to just sit back and boom, I do find it very difficult to play properly and always try some crazy strats. And one of my favorite strats is siege tower with a couple of archers over the walls, harassing, and your opponents scream. Literally, I mean, I don't know the genders of the people I'm playing, but when I've done it to my friends and family, literal grown men screaming and it is hilarious. It is absolutely hilarious, and obviously that takes away the seriousness, and everyone enjoys it, right? When you're playing these games, everyone's so tense because you want to make sure you don't die to the boars. You want to make sure that your 3 or 4 vills go to wood. You want to make sure that everything is balanced and you're doing really well. And then your opponent suddenly, in your safe stone walls, you have 5 archers. What the fuck? It's really going to be a stressful time when you're meant to be chilling out and focusing on things and just perfecting your build, getting there quickly, and again, it is just exciting to see. So we're going to see heap of stables. So I really hope we're going to see. Oh, and we are. Da, 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 the knights. So these even could be St. John's Knights, right? Like, these are just going to be awesome. We do getting the relics too, so that's actually a really good thing. We're seeing a somewhat fort castle. It's a very good castle. Okay, we're denying the relic being taken. We're capturing this wood line. We're taking a gold and we're taking a stone, right? And very important in Age of Empires, something that needs to be reiterated upon, is that map control, right? You build your base in here, and you're focused, and you're safe, and your opponent's coming out here, building castles, building barracks and stables, and whatever, lumber camps. You're losing this territory. And the more he takes, once you run out of these resources, unless you're doing a sneaky dig, you're really not going to be enjoying the game very much. Okay? Okay. So these guys are getting all the upgrades, right? Again, all they need to do is build a market. I think we need a better word for market. If anyone can think of a better word, I don't care if it's a different language, it just needs to sound better. Because the market is so valuable, we just want a good, sexy word. Let's go for a sexy word. And this monk has died. For the market. So, thanks guys, if you just put a comment below, or give me an ideas. Maybe even if someone can do, put the if I had that mod. So guys, in an earlier video, I believe the doubt is on the church. I need to get that mod. So I don't know Doubt personally, but like I do like a lot of sport, and I do get behind the football and the rugby. And sometimes those games are extremely intense and you're passionate, and suddenly you're screaming at the TV, right? When Doubt won the Red Bull tournament, I was screaming. I was screaming like a little girl. Because that guy, he's been playing the game for a hell of a long time, right? His personality, his humor is fantastic. He's just a fun dude, right? And for him to win, so exciting. So, yeah, every opportunity I get, I'm going to be supportive and, make sure that if you guys do want to watch some fantastic content and just a good, funny guy, you need to get onto Doubt's Twitch. But anyway, coming back, obviously we're fanboying a little bit on Doubt there. What we need to... here he is, guys. Check it out. So, now we're seeing defensive castle. Really wants to be here. But this will protect, this area. We're getting pikemen on the field, so we know that the Frank player is going to go knights. Or cavaliers, paladins, whatever. Okay? What we do know is that he's not going to Imperial Age. So, what we want to do is build pikemen. Now, ooh, contrary to popular belief, pikemen are a counter. However, they are not very good. Okay? We need to get to Imp, which is where we're going with the rock. And then we'll get halberdiers, we'll get full upgrades, and then we'll be able to bash some paladins. Now, they're not very mobile around the map, so it's going to be very interesting to see what sort of level of knights we can... What the heck? So we've got a sneaky scout here, and he's... It's on fucking auto scout. I hate auto scout. This guy is no idea that he's in this guy's base checking all this shit out. Mate, I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna leave it alone. I can't. Anyway, moving forward. So, yeah, so these guys are going for their relics. And he's lost out. 1 relic to 3, right? Or 2 to 3, sorry. Let's get the math. Gee, that's pretty bad. I know it's relatively early, but maths, guys, maths is important. Don't ever think that you don't need math. Whoa! Okay. That's something I have not seen for a while. Let's go! Defensive castle. That, for if anything, I've got to say, this guy's castle placement has not been too bad at all. I'm not even going to judge. Oh, if we just research conscription. So conscription speeds up the production of your barracks and stables and military buildings to pump out these fantastically powerful Goth units. But are we going to see... Guys, elite Huskarls. I am excited. Now, something the Goths get, in case you don't know, is the upgrade in the castle allows Huskarls to be built from the barracks. And when I tell you these guys stream out of here like a river, like the River Nile, okay, pouring out, fucking everywhere, supplying the whole, like, I'm not even sure what the Nile supplies in terms of the countries, but it supplies a fuck off big space, and these barracks are going to be supplying Huskarls all over this tiny map, and it is going to be extremely exciting. Now, oh my god! Guys, I called this, man. I called this. We have throwing axemen. Oh, what a treat. What a treat. Now, the hard counter to infantry are these bad guys. I mean, 11 of them. We're going to build up. But this, I mean, this ELO, you don't see these types of things, right? When you're watching Twitch all the time, or you're watching YouTube channel of the pros, you are not gonna see this type of play. And again, like, this is not something I'm going to be playing all the time on the stream. I'm not just going to be, you know, watching low elo guys play, or lower elo guys play, and bashing them. We're not bashing at all. We're enjoying strategies, and I mean, these are not strategies, right? This is just two guys or girls, whatever, playing this beautiful game, and we're just going to enjoy it. And we don't see throwing axemen that often, right? So we're going to see them. We're going to see them on the battlefield. We're just waiting for masonry to come in. We've got crop rotation. So basically these guys are getting every single upgrade. And then we will see. Oh, big pardon, siege engineers, not masonry, beg your pardon. So we start. Ooh, trebuchet. Okay. What? What? Bombard cannon? What? Guys, I am... Why is this guy not building any military? This guy is gonna... Oh my gosh. We're not gonna see any Huskarls just yet. Oh, the bombard cannon! So, bombard cannon, fantastic defense against trebuchets. At this elo, special effect. I really don't know. We're going to see how they're utilized. And again, I mean, these sort of things, like, we're going to learn some things. So, firstly, you know, at 800 elo, map control, right? These little outposts show him or her what is coming. So, if an enemy walks past, boom, minimap, you can see. The castle, protecting the resources. Like, this is really, really well played by this Goth player. When I say well played, right, it's not like, you know, 2000 elo well played, right? It's playing at his elo, her elo, and then going, okay, you know what? I'm playing against a Cav Civ. I'm going to build a counter to that, right? They're going to be building trebuchets. I'm going to be building a counter to that, right? Now, in 5 seconds, Paladins. Ah! Okay. Now, this many Paladins, this 12 Knights of St. Joan, are going to get absolutely destroyed. Destroyed. Dun, 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 dun. Is that a Huskarl? Yeah. So, it's going to be good now. Now we've got what we wanted to see. We came here to watch Throwing Axemen and Huskarls do battle. We are getting the bearded axe. So, with these, this is the upgrade for the Throwing Axemen. And we are looking forward. We are looking forward to what is going to come. So as soon as we can, we're going to have these guys coming out into this battlefield, and we're going to just be. I mean, I'm going to try and keep it as contained as possible, but obviously no screaming. This is a manly casting, and we don't do screaming in this particular environment. When we play. Absolutely, right? There's no doubt at all. So Throwing Axemen get 1+ range with the bearded axe. So it is going to be really great and helpful fighting against this mass. So what do we got here? 4 trebs. This castle will die very, very quickly. Here it comes. Alrighty. Oof! Oh my gosh. He's shooting the soldiers. Oh, the gates. Right, okay. Oh, yeah, these two actually. So, they're a melee unit-ish, but you can't let them get into battle. If they get into battle, they're just gonna die. And this is why I hate Arena. We're gonna spend, whatever amount of time we spend, 51 in-game minutes, waiting, watching, chatting, discussing, learning for it to be over with, light calves? Come on. It's an absolute, what we would call a shellacking. Not much army. The Huskars are going to walk in here. Man, you want to watch these Huskars when they bash a building. Like, oh, mate. You know what? If I see one archer, I'm going to be sad. This is panic, right? Total panic. And very well played. The thing is, you're not going to build enough. So we've shift cleared the skirmishes, but when these guys get in your base, and you don't even have defenses yet, 3 buildings are not going to work out for you. He does have these villages. If they delete this wall, he could quickly delete here, sneak out. He's taking some gold up here. Build some more buildings. You do have a bit of res, right? So sell everything you don't need, build some archery ranges, maybe you force these guys to retreat and to reconsider, but at this current point in time, heartbreaking for the Frank player, because you could just sit back and watch your whole base be razed to ashes. Oh, and you even got... Oh, there's a hole. Oh, man. Oh, there's a filthy hole. So you're going to see a forward castle, and there we go. Well played, good fun. Glad to see the units that we saw. That's what we came here to see today, and that's what we got to see. So that's fantastic. All right, guys, thanks again so much. Leave comments, questions, thoughts, ideas. Guys, please have a think about that market. And we will look forward to speaking to you and chatting and watching some more of this fantastic game very soon. Thank you again so much, and ciao for now. Magyar out.